everyone, I'm Natalia Bilbao, and here's what's happening in LA this week. Fire evacuation orders are lifted for Palisades residents. While there are plenty of unknowns ahead for those venturing back into burn-scarred neighborhoods, LA City's fire department wants everyone to be familiar with the safety protocols.
So here we are in the Pacific Palisades, one of the many neighborhoods that have been damaged by the wildfire that came through. And many people can drive right past a sign like this and not even notice it, but it is really important. Caution does need to take place when you're entering here. These are areas that have been damaged by the wildfire. Dangerous conditions still exist. And so we'll show you what some of those dangerous conditions are and what we want people to do and what we want people not to do. Here we are at a home that has unfortunately been destroyed, but we really want to drive home the point that we do not want people to sift or to sort through any debris. House debris after a hazardous fire can contain some toxic materials. You could have asbestos, lead, mercury, just normal chemicals from household products.
This can be lithium-ion batteries. This can be wall chargers. This can be propane tanks. If you do have a lithium-ion battery, those batteries can be found in your electric vehicles. They can be found in power banks inside your home. They can still be explosive. You need to ensure that you do not touch them, you do not come in contact with them. It can off-gas and potentially explode, even if it looks like it's safe and it's intact.
It's also important to remember that the infrastructure has not fully been restored to areas like this. That's including gas, water that is not safe to drink, and power.
So residents are being provided at checkpoints with a Tyvek suit, which is a white suit that's going to give you some protection, a mask that's going to protect your airway, as well as some gloves. But what we want to remind you is that even with these protections in place, we still do not want you to remain in that area any longer than you have to. You want to leave the cleanup to the professionals. You want to get in there, get your essential items, and then you need to leave.
Going through the debris of your home can actually affect your insurance claims. So make sure that you limit what you're recovering to just essential items needed. General information regarding the Palisades fire is at LAFD.org.
As a representative for the Pacific Palisades, Councilwoman Tracy Park has been at the forefront during the city's fire response. Now, Park is set to lead a new recovery committee, which will oversee the area's rebuilding and restoration.
2 weeks ago, on this morning, we woke up to a city that no longer seemed familiar. Smoke filled our skies, our hillsides were charred. Recovery and long-term rebuilding efforts necessitate a committee that will focus exclusively on those tasks in the months and years ahead.
The Committee for LA Recovery is going to be a platform to bring some managed oversight, structure, and supervision to the multi-layered governmental response that is going to be necessary for our disaster recovery and rebuilding process. So one of the things that is critically important as we get through the recovery and the rebuilding process is that the residents and stakeholders of the Pacific Palisades themselves not only have a seat at the table, but are the driving force behind what happens next. So one of the things that I intend to do through that committee is create a platform to elicit information and feedback from the residents themselves. So the committee will be a place where we can receive regular reports and updates from our partners on the ground, whether it's EPA and FEMA on toxic hazard removal and debris removal, whether it is bringing in our partners from FEMA and the Department of Insurance. There is a lot of work to be done, and this is an opportunity, a community-led opportunity, to synthesize and oversee that work to make sure that what we rebuild in the Palisades is going to be sustainable for future generations in LA. As soon as our agenda is ready, the city clerk will post that on the city website. I will post that and share it out through our CD11 official channels at Councilwoman Tracy Park on Instagram and Facebook, and through my newsletter, which folks can sign up for at cd11.lacity.gov.
I look forward to everyone's partnership, ideas, and input and the collective effort that I know that we are all going to make as a city to make things right.
Outside of the fire zone, a good news event from the Port of Los Angeles. At their 10th annual State of the Port, the ups and downs were all in the right places. Jobs up, pollution down, and community relations getting stronger.
Today we're at the Port of Los Angeles at the World Cruise Center for the 10th annual State of the Port event. We had more than 650 people here to talk about all the work the port is doing in the community to reduce emissions and to build business that creates jobs. We're coming off our second best year ever, and for every 4 containers we move, we create a new job.
Well, the port is very important to not only this council district, but to this entire region. 1 in 9 jobs in the county of Los Angeles are directly related to the port. But it's also important to make sure that we have local participation in how the port operates, to make sure that the air and the traffic and the way they conduct their business is conducive to the human beings that are living in and around this community.
The State of the Port every single year is a baseline event for our industry where we get to take stock of what happened the year before and then look forward to the year ahead.
We've gotten record levels of federal and state funding, complemented by private sector investment that's building new capabilities to bring more cargo in and decarbonizing our traditional diesel machines with zero emissions units. We're investing in our community to make our neighborhoods cleaner and more fun to visit than ever. And we had our second best year ever, which means we're creating even more jobs and helping the U.S. economy thrive.
The idea of the event, obviously, is to not just bring people together to talk about what's going on in the port community and what's going on the year ahead, but also to raise money for really important local charities, EXP, an educational nonprofit that focuses on the industrial waterfront and getting kids pathways to careers in the port and in the supply chain and goods movement, and then also the International Seafarers Center, which is dedicated to taking care of the folks that are actually on the ships now, sailing around the world, providing them with support, communications, education, just a place away from home when they're coming into this port.
The vision that we heard today was about continuing to advance the environmental sustainability of goods movement and to continue to make sure that we have the opportunity to engage both industry and the communities and that they can live together peacefully and healthfully. And so we've come a long way and we have a long way to go.
As a former California Assembly member, Adrin Nazarian is no stranger to public service. Now, the new council member is sworn in and ready to serve over 250,000 Angelenos in areas such as North Hollywood, Van Nuys, and Toluca Lake.
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States according to the best of my ability. You proud of your dad? Congratulations, Councilmember. So I am very glad to be serving with you, to know that you will be able to play a strong leadership role and help us rebuild our city and rebuild our city in a much better way.
Councilmember Adrin Nazarian. We're very excited that he's going to be representing the 2nd District for at least the next 4 years. He's got a long history in this community, worked with the previous council office years ago, and then served this area in the state legislature in Sacramento. So we're excited to have his experience and his passion on the LA City Council.
But before we do that, Mr. Nazarian.
Thank you, Council President. Thank you for the opportunity to present, and I look forward to many more conversations.
With his background in City Hall, I think he understands that you have to pay special attention not only to what happens in City Hall, but constituent services, right? It's different than being in Sacramento. You're in constant communication with them. It's about their quality of life issues, and I think he understands that, and I think he's going to be a really good council member.
While he's certainly going to be new in this job, he's not a stranger to public service. and I'm sure he's going to be able to build upon background, training, and experience to really be an effective legislator. I'm looking forward to working with him on the Los Angeles City Council as we work together, creating the kind of community that can really thrive.
He knows the community, he understands how the city works, how the state works, and is able to help piece it all together. And we need folks with this kind of experience working in City Hall because we have a lot of challenges in front of us.
This is a place where the constituents wants to see you fill that pothole, whether it is proper tree trimming or whether it is fire recovery. We're all going to work really hard together to give people the best quality of life possible.
The challenges that my constituents are facing are also challenges that many of my colleagues' constituents are facing. So we need to lock arms and figure out how to address issues together and work for the common good of our residents.
The LA City Attorney announces the Joint Regional Fire Crimes Task Force. The deadline for FEMA recovery assistance is March 10th, and California's governor signs $2.5 billion in fire recovery funds for LA. The story is up next on CityBeat.
LA City Attorney Heidi Feldstein-Soto announced the launch of the Joint Regional Fire Crimes Task Force, which will prosecute fire-related crimes as LA recovers from the wildfires. The task force will partner with the offices of the U.S. Attorney, LA County District Attorney, and other agencies to share intelligence on criminal activity, including looting, arson, illegal drones, fraud, and price gouging. The public is encouraged to report wrongdoing to law enforcement and for financial fraud to contact the National Center for Disaster Fraud hotline on 866-720-5721. For more information, visit cityattorney.lacity.gov/news. The Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, has announced the deadline to apply for assistance for recovery from the LA wildfires is March 10, 2025. Anyone affected by the LA area wildfires can apply for assistance by calling FEMA's helpline at 800-621-3362, using the mobile app, or applying online at disasterassistance.gov. Creating an online account allows for updating personal information, reviewing a disaster assistance application, and communicating with FEMA. In-person assistance is available at 2 FEMA disaster recovery centers 7 days a week from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., including at UCLA Research Park in the city of Los Angeles. For more information, visit disasterassistance.gov. Bipartisan relief funds of $2.5 billion have been expedited by California Governor Gavin Newsom for the recovery efforts in the aftermath of the LA wildfires. The governor joined Mayor Bass and Pasadena officials at the signing of 2 bills, which will support emergency protective measures, debris removal, and post-fire hazard assessments. Local governments will get $4 million to speed up the rebuilding process, with additional resources for planning, inspections, and building approvals. A further $1 million will support rebuilding fire-damaged school facilities. Following the fires, Newsom has issued executive orders that aid recovery and provide protections from price gouging and real estate speculation. For more information, visit gov.ca.gov/newsroom.
When it comes to emptying the shelters and finding homes for pets, the Los Angeles Dodgers are more than happy to pitch in and help out at LA Animal Services.
Today we're at the East Valley Animal Services Center in Van Nuys, and the Los Angeles Dodgers and Bank of America partner every year. It's an opportunity for our staff and volunteers from both organizations to get out in the community along with our players to prepare for the new season and to show our community just how much we love them, that they are as much a part of us as we are of them. Today we want to make it special for you. So we are going to give everyone an opportunity to see our 2024 World Series trophy. Have a good lunch. Landon's here to say hi to everyone.
Obviously, as much as animals kind of mean the world to us, I absolutely love my dog, and I can't imagine kind of getting separated or anything like that. And it's great to see the people kind of out here being able to help and reunite some people with theirs, and being able to help some of these puppies get adopted as well to new families. It's a great feeling to be able to come see people get together with these.
This event is important because we have seen with the devastating wildfires, many pets were separated from their families. Some of them were left with nowhere to turn. And the care that they're providing here is life-saving. They're giving the pets more than water and food and shelter. They're giving them a second chance. So we know that the families that one day are gonna bring these pets home are really thankful for the care. And we're hoping that our visit here gives visibility to the shelter and that the public knows there's a lot of pets here waiting to be taken home.
So today the volunteers are helping with one of the most crucial tasks at our shelter, and that's cleaning the kennels and then the beds in the kennels. It takes a long time to clean each individual kennel, so having a group of dedicated volunteers really makes that process go smoother and quicker and gives the dogs a clean place to rest their heads after a long day of running around.
It's great to have extra help from Bank of America and the Dodgers. It's always nice to have an extra hand around here. Certain days of the week are less busy, usually the weekdays, so it's nice to have so many helping hands around here and the support of companies like them.
We can all do something to help our neighbor. Animal shelter is a great way. If you love pets, this is a great place to come and volunteer your time. I would recommend people figure out what it is you care about and find an organization doing work in that space and give back.
It's a new year, the Lunar New Year of the Snake. At the Port of LA, the Lunar New Year Festival moved indoors and was all about going forward.
Today we're in San Pedro. We're at Altasea at the Port of Los Angeles in Berth 60, and we are celebrating the Lunar New Year Festival. Well, my district, the 1-5, includes the Port of Los Angeles, and the Port of Los Angeles is really a door to the rest of the world, especially the Pacific Rim, and so many great cultures and countries that celebrate Lunar New Year, which is the year of the snake, which is all about renewal. And this is a great opportunity to welcome in families, to have some fun, to learn something, and to enjoy this great entertainment.
It's our 11th annual Lunar New Year celebration, and it's so important to us. Our community has a mixture of folks from Asia, South America, Europe. We are a true melting pot here in the harbor area, and having lived in Asia for 11 years, including 4 years in China, this is always a special time of year for me. And we just love seeing all the children come out with their parents and grandparents having so much fun. We had some great games today, and we also celebrated the new launch of the Just Say Hello campaign.
In partnership with the Port of Los Angeles and Councilmember Tim McCosker, we launched the Just Say Hello campaign. It is the second portion of our LA is for Everyone campaign. The Just Say Hello campaign really encourages people from a variety of backgrounds to start and feel comfortable speaking to their neighbors, their friends, and even people they don't know. So we encourage people to just say hello. If it's someone who doesn't look like you, what are you gonna do? Just say hello and continue to break barriers and build bridges for a better Los Angeles.
Here I'm holding the one in Chinese. Ni hao and Xin Nian Kuai Le. Happy New Year to everyone.
The turnout has just been amazing. We're really excited about all of the different trading partners and just influencing partners from all the Asian countries that we work so closely with here at the Port of Los Angeles. So this is the year of the wood snake. And the unique thing about snakes is, you know, they shed their skin, and all the devastation that our city is suffering through right now. Having a renewal year, this is going to be sort of like the phoenix rising back out from the ashes.
This is an opportunity for us to recommit together across all cultures, across all neighborhoods, and say that we are recommitted to rebuilding ourselves.
From the Port of Los Angeles to the San Fernando Valley, we join the Vietnamese community for their Lunar New Year celebration.
Tonight we are here celebrating Tet, the Vietnamese Lunar New Year, here with the San Fernando Vietnamese Association.
Our community, Vietnamese community, and the DCA, the councilman, they come over to the Vietnamese Center to celebrate the Lunar New Year for 2025.
Every year we celebrate Lunar New Year, so this is very important for my community, especially in San Fernando Valley.
We have the big community for Vietnamese in San Fernando Valley. We have more than 64,000 Vietnamese live around here.
This has been going on for over 10 years, and we recently paused it due to COVID, but this is the third year after COVID that we've reinitiated the celebration.
We try to make the community stronger every year.
We want to keep the culture for the young people. We want to keep something good for the new generation.
The Year of the Snake 2025, the snake signifies the resiliency of the people and also the rebuilding. So recently we have the fire, so hopefully, we will help the people rebuild and we will persevere.
Tet will help serve as a new beginning for us as a city to continue rebuilding.
Have a happy new year for 2025. Hopefully it's a good year, and I wish everybody have a good luck in life and in good health. And in Vietnamese we say chúc mừng năm mới 2025.
We have 11 other Lunar New Year events going on throughout the city. I hope that you can join us. Please look at our website at culture.lacity.gov for more events.
In this week's feature story, providing support to those on the front line of a fire. The LAFD Foundation provides crucial additional resources to the Los Angeles Fire Department members in the field.
Right now, our members are being deployed to another fire that's in the Castaic area, and we're trying to get them some equipment from the Fire Foundation. Got some goggles, Pelican headlights, face shields. Get this equipment to them before they go to the fire. I can't talk enough about the Fire Foundation. Their sole mission is to assist us with whatever our needs are, whether it's bringing out food, whether it's bringing out equipment. So they're there for us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we appreciate that from the fire service. Robbie!
Hey, they got deployed.
Okay.
They're going to Lake View.
Well, I say we go to 69s and pass them out to those boys.
Roger, 69.
These are the only members that have been on the incident since the start.
The Fire Foundation is an organization that receives donations from the outside public and then goes and purchases things that will help benefit the firefighters' safety, the tools and equipment. It's a great organization. It's been a blessing for us here at Fire Station 69.
Thanks for the support. Yeah, you guys are awesome. This is huge. Having that stuff is huge, and for us, just the support from a lot of people, and the Fire Foundation included, it's huge.
Thank you. Thank you very much. First of all, I can say LAFD Fire Foundation, we all have a lot of respect for. They've been providing services to firefighters and our fire stations for a long time. It's only gotten greater and greater and greater. The relationships that are being made between us and the Fire Foundation has been crucial in helping, at least I'll speak for Fire Station 69, especially over these last couple of weeks. I keep on hearing over and over again about what the Fire Foundation is doing, so it's been a great support this entire time.
We are supported by the Fire Foundation. It gives you a sense of comfort knowing that if you need something immediately, it's going to happen. Getting the tools and the equipment, the nourishment, the hydration, getting to the members in the front line immediately. I'm very proud to work with the LA City Fire Foundation. Please go on to their website. It's supportlafd.org. Good job out there.
Oh, thank you.
I watched you, man. You did a fantastic job.
Thank you.
Proud of you. You should be proud of your guys, too.
In this week's Things to Do, see the Crushes Art Show and Zine Fest, explore the exhibit A Woman in Charge, and gather in community to send a love letter to LA. All this up next on Things to Do.
Get ready for Valentine's Day and show your love of art and the art of zine on Saturday, February 8th. Join the City of LA's Department of Cultural Affairs at the Center for the Arts Eagle Rock as they present this art show and zine fest. Enjoy the Valentine's-themed art and support the local artists. There will also be a Polaroid photo booth to enjoy along with snacks, drinks, and more. Head to the Center for the Arts Eagle Rock for Crushes Art Show and Zine Fest on Saturday, February 8th from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. For more information, visit the Center for the Arts Eagle Rock online at cfaer.org. Join the Watts Towers Arts Center and the LA City Department of Cultural Affairs and learn more about LA resident artist Robin Strayhorn. Strayhorn is currently exhibiting at the Noah Purifoy Gallery at Watts Towers with her one-woman show, A Woman in Charge. The exhibition highlights her work in a variety of media over the last 40 years, with recent works inspired by Strayhorn's time spent in India. On Sunday, February 9th, Strayhorn will give a talk at the gallery, which will be followed by a reception. Catch A Woman in Charge at the Watts Towers Noah Purifoy Gallery on Sunday, February 9th at 1 p.m. For more information, visit wattstowers.org. On Saturday, February 8th, head to the birthplace of LA, El Pueblo, for a love letter to LA. This is a community celebration of solidarity and resilience in the wake of the LA wildfires. It will be a day of art making, wellness activities with food, live music, and there will also be essential relief resources on hand. Spread the love and share this invitation to a community event for anyone impacted by the recent fires. The organizers want everyone to connect, enjoy community, feel supported, and send a heartfelt love letter to Los Angeles. Head to El Pueblo for a love letter to LA taking place on Saturday, February 8th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. For more information, visit lapca.org. And that's a look at some things to do.
And that's all for this week. I'm Natalia Bilbao, and from all of us here at LA This Week, thank you so much for joining us. Remember that you can watch us online anytime at lacitywiew.org, and we're also on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube. See you next time for more LA This Week.